Maggie, put your hands together with Maggie Hassan.
Thank you very much.
Baby.
All right. Well, thanks, Tom Carper, for your remarks and for your leadership. Thanks to all of my colleagues and our partners who are here today. This is a really important day to be celebrating this moment, to really talk about the difference that the bipartisan infrastructure law has made for our country. I will talk, of course, about the difference it has made for my wonderful state, the Granite State of New Hampshire. We're a really rural state. And for years, I have heard from Granite Staters about the difference 21st century infrastructure could make in our state. Thanks to their determined advocacy and the advocacy of everyday Americans all across our country, we got this done. We delivered bipartisan 21st century infrastructure to the people of our country. So in addition to expanding access to electric buses, as my colleagues have discussed, here are just some of the ways the law is already having an impact in my state. We are rebuilding crumbling roads and bridges all across New Hampshire. We are giving New Hampshire critical resources to ensure that all families have access to clean drinking water. Those efforts include projects that are replacing lead water lines in cities like Hanover, New Hampshire, and Claremont, New Hampshire. These resources are helping us treat PFAS contamination in communities all across our state, those forever chemicals that have seeped into wells and water systems in some places. This infrastructure bill is allowing our state to expand access to affordable high-speed internet. You know, the whole north part of our state used to be an industrial, a paper mill economy. And of course, as paper mills have closed or limited their production, we have seen a real need for economic development in the North Country, but we couldn't get the high-speed internet infrastructure we needed to make that a reality. Now we can. And we just announced $12 million to build high-speed internet infrastructure in rural Grafton County. Make no mistake, the bipartisan infrastructure law is making a tangible difference in the lives of people all across our country, and the impact of the law is just going to continue to grow. The ripple effect is going to continue to be felt. This law is one of the most important steps that we have taken in several generations to strengthen our economy and invest in our future. The bipartisan infrastructure law also demonstrates what we can do when we come together and work together as a democracy. This really is the power of democracy at work, because this is what happens when elected officials hold themselves accountable to their constituents, reach across the aisle, and deliver on the things that their constituents agree about, agree that they want to invest in, agree on what a difference it will make. We are only here today because Americans from all walks of life urged leaders from both parties to come together and pass this law. That is the power of democracy, when people are free to make their voices heard, and when we stand united as Americans, we have the capacity to accomplish really, really great things. And with that, I will turn it over to my great colleague from Colorado, another former governor, John Hickenlooper.